Ever felt like your business is thriving, but your bank account doesn't seem to reflect that success? You're not alone. The Profits First method is designed to break the cycle of feast and famine that many contractors face. Let's talk about this transformational strategy, seasoned with real-life examples, and uncover how you can implement Profit First for contractors. Now, I know managing finances might not be the most exciting part of running your business, but trust me, you have to stick around. Inspired by the wisdom of Michalowicz and Shawn VanDyke, we will discover how Profit First can revolutionize the way you handle your money. So what exactly is Profit First? If you haven't read a book by Mike Michalowicz and the one by Shawn VanDyke, I highly recommend that. It's a mind shift in how you handle your business finances. I have read both books and I can tell you that these guys understand the struggle that comes with managing finances. Imagine this, you're sitting down to review your financials and it hits you like a ton of bricks. The traditional formula of sales minus expenses equals profit isn't cutting it. Most of the time, there's nothing left for profit. Profit First flips the script. It insists on taking your profit first, then managing your expenses with what's left. Sounds radical, sometimes ridiculous, but it works wonders. Here's another example. It's a tax season right now, and if you have not been making the right estimated tax payments to the IRS and the state, you're up for a huge meltdown when you receive the final number of the taxes still owed, and you might not have been putting them aside the whole year and instead spending them thinking that you're all clear and you can afford those purchases. So what is the solution? That's what we're here today to discover. Now, we're focused on the construction business owners here, but many of these tips can be implemented not only for other business models, but also in personal finance. Let's get into the details of how you can practically implement Profit First for contractors. Remember, this isn't about just reading books by Mike Michalowicz and VanDyke. It's about putting their strategies into action. The first step is set up the separate bank accounts. Michalowicz and VanDyke, they advocate for different accounts for profit, taxes, operating expenses, and your salary. This separation ensures that every dollar has a designated purpose. By separating the salary and profit, you can gain clarity on what the business could afford to pay you consistently, while still setting aside a healthy portion for growth. Once your accounts are set up, it's time to decide on the percentages. How much of your revenue will go into profit, taxes, and operating expenses? In the other two, these percentages will vary based on your industry, but a common starting point is 5% for profit, 20% for taxes, and operating expenses that has to be all separated. So you complete a project and your business receives a payment of $10,000, for example. Without separate accounts, that money might just sit in one pot. And it's tempting to think, hey, I've got $10,000 to play with, but that's a slippery slope. By allocating, let's say, 5% to profit, 20% to taxes, keeping $4,000 for operating expenses and paying yourself, you've ensured that every dollar has a purpose. This level of specificity prevents the all too common scenarios where profits get swallowed by day-to-day expenses. One crucial aspect of Profit First is establishing a consistent rhythm for allocating money. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, stick to your schedule. This regularity creates financial discipline, and over time, it becomes a second nature. Mike Michalowicz, the creator of Profit First, he wasn't always a financial guru. In fact, he faced bankruptcy in his entrepreneurial journey. It was this experience that led him to develop Profit First. So by implementing this system, he not only turned his business around, but became a pretty much guiding light in the financial matters for a lot of us entrepreneurs. Profit First is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Michalowicz and VanDyke emphasize the need to customize the system for your business, track your progress, adjust your percentages as needed, and make Profit First a living, breathing part of your financial strategy. Now, I hear some of the guys saying, what about debt? Well, by consistently setting aside money for profit, you'll create a buffer that allows you to tackle debt without sacrificing your business's well-being. You also need to build a leaner team, but without cutting out the muscle, the important people. Know your numbers and budget appropriately. Effectively managing operating expenses is also a key component of Profit First. VanDyke talks about strategies for optimizing your construction business's day-to-day expenses. This could involve negotiating better deals with suppliers, streamlining processes, and identifying areas where costs can be reduced without sacrificing quality. I like how Shawn points out the importance of understanding your financial statements in order to have a successful business. I have made several videos on this topic and I will link them below. Make sure to check them out and subscribe to my channel not to miss new videos. The point that really hit me hard was them guys describing us business owners paying ourselves as the owners of the business that is making profit, but actually working as a non-paid employee day in and day out. You have to pay yourself just like an employee would have gotten paid. I always give this dark example. If you got hit by a bus tomorrow and couldn't work, how much would you pay to each employee to do the things that you do on a daily basis? I bet way more than you have been paying yourself to perform all of those 17 jobs in your business. There are so many challenges that are unique to the construction industry. The unpredictability of cash flow, project-based revenue, the seasonality of work, all of that can be fixed with the proper processes. Beyond the numbers, Profit First is a mindset shift. It forces you to prioritize profitability, challenging the notion that business success is solely measured by revenue. It's about building a sustainable business that stands the test of time. I really like the Parkinson's law being used to explain how the demand for something expands to match its supply, which means basically the more we have of something, the more we consume. That is why it is so beneficial to put things aside and differentiate what you actually have. And if you make it very hard to get, you will leave that money alone. Being less reactive and more focused, it's a big challenge, but start slow and you will see the difference. If you're tired of financial roller coaster and ready to take control, Profit First could be a good option for you. Don't just read the books, implement the strategies. Let us know in the comments if you are planning to take the Profit First plunge or if you've already tried it out. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more business transforming content. Until next time.